Just like that. Loki qualified. Oh, he lived up to the hype. Cash money. Let's go. Church ill down. He has punched his ticket.
There it goes.
King Habit qualifying for the finals big home.
When I found out I was a champion.
Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we can see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as key.
And now he's out there with Daniel Gafford. Hicks out there with Davis. And it's Hayward in at the point. Poked loose. Davis, the pass to Todd. He dishes it to Hayward. And Hayward hit the stuff.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
The three. No good on the shot. And Washington the other way now. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues that they just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, their defense wasn't exactly solid in that game. So if they could make up for mistakes by causing some turnovers, it might have helped. They didn't even get those.
Hayward against MP.
Timberwolves foul. Carl Anthony Towns.
Washington shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Fourth team foul.
The first one falls.
Shooting for Washington. Hayward at the line for two.
Hayward hits them both. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. MP and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
With his scoring ability, MP is a challenging defensive assignment for anybody trying to guard him.
And he makes both free throws. And here's Hayward. 9-point game his last outing. Passes it to Hicks. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. He can't get that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. It's Cole with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
The pass to Davis. Hayward outside. The Wizards working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hicks. Right side Davis. Pass to Gafford. Here is Hayward. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Hicks. Gafford trying to break free. Hicks can't get it to go.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
A nice shot by MP.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Wizards trail by 6. Guys are looking for a start here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Both teams will make substitutions. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Hachimura the pass to Carey. Now Kispert. Here's Morris. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air. And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound on the possession.
Now, here's Avdia. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Both good from the line that time.
You guys, a big part of what makes MP special is his incredible work ethic. This is a guy just always in hustle mode. Every play trying to do more for his team. Just doing the job on the backboard.
Takes a three. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 14 points.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find that A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome.
MP getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We come back right after this.
Your Timberwolves Tuesday.
Substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Eric Paschall. McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And MP, he's subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. So the Wizards 5 right now. Hicks out there with Monte Morris. Then it's Tom. Then there's Kispert. And it's Gafford in at the 5.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. MP in the last game against the Suns was outstanding. He finished with 66 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Wizards trail by 17. Morris passes to Kispert. Gafford with the ball. There's 1:38 left to play here in the second quarter. The Wizards with another miss.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Moore kicks to MP. And another three for Minnesota.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Passes it to Kispert. And here is Gafford. Defended by Towns. 6 to shoot. Kispert, the pass to Tom. Morris trying to free himself up. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's MP. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now 24 points for MP.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Gafford against Towns. Back to Gafford. Dishes it to Morris. Gafford trying to break free. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his second basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And while you can't get it all back in one possession, just stay after it, keep attacking, and see what happens.
Morris with the bucket.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's MP. It's deflected. Morris outside. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
4th team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Avdia. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Minnesota with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
They've got Edwards. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's MT, and it's Cole in at the 2-guard spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
It's not surprising to see MP feel it up offensively. He has a tremendous work ethic and has set himself up for some success in this league.
Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there are some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism, the contest, and certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
Davis kicks to Hicks. Now the pass to Gafford. And here's Hayward. And stolen by MP. By now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. 5 on the clock. They get it back. Gafford passes to Todd. From down in the low post, it goes. Hayward's got 8.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
MP's shot is good.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Edwards can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
From past the arc. Second chance shot. Gafford misses. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Timberwolves. Edwards kicks to Cole. Towns dishes to MP. Launches it. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hayward against MP. Can't hit that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. On the wing, MP. Defended by Hayward. The 3 from MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Hayward passes to Davis. Now, here's Tom. To the inside, Hayward, and Hayward with the stuff.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling
confident in that three-point shot.
Hicks passes to Davis. Here's Hicks. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Got a piece of it. Here's MP. Good, he hits again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Yeah, I don't think the defense saw it coming. MP really quick into the gap.
Hayward passes to Davis. Back to Hayward. Lets it go from 14. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Eric Paschal comes in for Kyle Kuzma. McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Cole. Washington shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Kicks it to MP. There's the 3. And another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. With 1 on the clock, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Morris, Rui Hachimura out there with Kispert. And it's Carey in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
Brent, we've seen star players continue to angle their way onto what some would call super teams. Is that good or bad for the league?
I think at some point that's going to probably play itself out. I mean, every organization, Kevin, quite frankly, is looking for the best talent they can. So if you could pile up 3, 4, 5, you're going to do it. But at some point financially, it just doesn't make sense. So I think there's going to be a time where you're going to see that dissipate a little bit as teams put themselves together.
Just 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Harris is checked in for Washington. Here's MP. Makes it off the glass. MP's got 58.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Here's Dennis driving inside. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Now here's McDaniels. He's covered by Hachimura. And here's MP for 3. The rebound by Carey.
And you could tell he thought that triple.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.
For salvation.
Keep the door down, ain't no point away. That boy lying just raps.
years ago.
Like, I left bosses where I lost by like 100 before. And that motivates me still to always get better. When people in my comments section call me trash, that motivates me.
Winning this tournament would mean a lot to me because it would show that I'm one of the best, if not the best player on the game.
Still have debts, you know, so it's just nice to kind of get them, to be able to have a chance at the money.
I think my motivation is my family. They
The middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Brad, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really...
Bears checked in for the Timberwolves. MP comes in for McLaughlin. And the Suns also making a change. Tice is checked in. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. On the court right now for the Suns, Daniel Tice is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Devin Booker. A nice shot by MP.
You simply must honor MP's three-point shooting ability. This guy is capable of burning you with it.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. The Suns making a switch here.
Substitution on the board. 2 minutes.
Lamb finds Ayton.
2 minutes.
Back to Lamb. Pass to Tice. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now, strength and commitment. He was going to finish that play. Daniel Tice doing work.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
To the inside, Washington. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Yep, that one's good.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
The Suns trailing. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now.
Substitution on the court.
On the court right now for the Suns. Mikal Bridges is out there with Thaddeus Young. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's DeAndre Ayton.
In general, they're finding good looks from beyond the arc, steadily improving as this game's going along.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He ended up with 58 points and was such a menace on the defensive end. Steals galore. He put up significant numbers. So the question becomes, can he do it again?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Towns. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Kuzma, that's good.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Outside Booker. Pass to Young. Bridges outside. Here's Isley, covered by MP. Outside for Booker. And the three off target.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
From 12 feet. Goes back up. That shot missing. And some solid defense from Towns. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Edwards finds MP. Fires the three.
2 minutes remaining in that.
Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Phoenix has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Young misses. Minnesota's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. MP outside for 3. Hits the trifecta. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Aiden in the high post. Bridges outside. Pass to Booker. Here's Isley. Can they get it? And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA draft.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Pascal comes in for Kuzma.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Tice against MP. Down low. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. MP's got 13 now.
Brushing off the contact on the way to the rim. MP is fantastic at staying in control.
Pass to Jackson. And we've got 28 seconds left in the half. Clock at 6. Tries a 9-footer. And Gobert with a block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
And Edwards with the basket on the assist by MP. 9 points in the game.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And so it's Minnesota in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. And they've got a comfortable lead, in large part due to their 3-point shooting. Back to the game after this break.
Time to get up and make some noise.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
MP is out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the power forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Isley. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor. That magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
That is the unselfishness you'd love to see. MP, do your thing.
Bridges outside. Pass to Isley. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
MP against Aiden. From deep, MP. The rebound by Bridges. And Phoenix shooting only 31% in the game. Out to the right wing. And there's a 3-second violation.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close. Think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
The foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Ayton. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Ayton's got 11.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Pass to Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on Anthony Edwards.
I don't think you can be too physical with Josh Jackson. This guy is very good at getting calls when he has the basketball.
Young, he's checked in for the Suns. MP outside. Here's the three. And another three from Minnesota.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Ayton, no good.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
And so it's MP making things happen for Minnesota, providing the scoring punch right now, putting up a cool 22. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Phoenix, they've got DeAndre Ayton. Mikal Bridges is out there with Thaddeus Young. Then there's Devin Booker. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston. That's the first of a three-game trip out on the road for them. Buries it from three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Stolen by MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Creating offense with his first-rate handles, MP has the ball on a string.
Outside Booker. Pass to Isley. Up top Young. Outside Booker. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
From deep, MP. And another three from Minnesota.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack at the level.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Young finds Ayton. Shot to stop the run. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball.
Substitution on the court.
There's 1:17 left to play in the fourth quarter. Washington passes to Lamb. That one doesn't drop. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And give them credit for what'll be their 38th win of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Lamb passes to Booker. And he banks in the layup.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Pass to Lamb. Bridges, left side. And here's Jackson, defended by Gobert. To the middle. Here's Booker. And it's Booker again missing. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.
Keep the door down, ain't no point in waiting. That boy lying his raps. They love you tonight in the morning. Hey, hand out ain't nobody, maybe. Won't sound for a while unless they talking M's. Shoot to make the shot, don't shoot at the rim. If you make it out, then stay there. They don't play fair stuff from the rats in the satchel. You don't pass it out, they wanna get at you. Passing out, pray I hate it. He wanna play the game, he ain't about action. Finessing it every way we make it happen. No time to play today, we gon' when you move heavy, be ready for static. Bust on the face in the roller, but this I need me a little patty. Rest they put up in the attic. Shawty got stuck through the track. When in the air, you can't dodge. Don't do no withdrawal, only taking deposit. And I pull off at the big body mag. Got your in the loft and shoot straight on it. You know I'm equipped, I stay 2 steps ahead. Signing no deal, independent instead. If I can't buy it, then I can't afford it. You tried to rent it, that's why you got shorted. My window's tinted, you can't see in. He got lost trying to fit in the mix. Got took out trying to act like he rigged. How you loving it? Drive real fast when I put it in sport. I'ma do the dash for the cash, no short. He don't got a passport, he get moving. So my body a little sore. Made me a way, they ain't open the door. Made me a way, they ain't open the door. Catch you a feet, I ain't caught him down bad. Got on my feet, I ain't going back, bro. Rock all white, you wanna ski down the slope. I don't play with my new designer fit, but it look old. I ain't trying, I know it's a go.
No, I have never played against him. This is my first time ever even seeing his name. I've never heard of him.
Is King Havoc? I think that's him. I've heard of him. I know he's in the Pro-Am community.
But I'm pretty sure he's a great opponent because he's the PS5 Vital Champion. He's the champion for a reason.
Not really worried as much. I'm just kind of just prepping myself and doing what I know I can do.
That's only nerves is me preparing to play on PlayStation while he has been playing on that all year.
At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league.
Wood checked in for Houston. Minnesota also making some changes. Rudy Gobert comes in for Edwards. And MP subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. On the court for Minnesota. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Then it's MP. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Cole in at the 2 spot. Here's MP. It's good.
And just outworking the coverage. MP runs into some contact, but manages to get through it.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Rockets. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
How about early attack mode? I love the approach he's coming to this game with. Really strong.
Rockets trail by 3 and stolen by MP. From downtown, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
And stolen by MP. Driving the lane, and MP throws it down.
And cutting to the rim with assertiveness, MP has no problems taking charge.
Knocked away. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Martin's checked in for Şengün. Shea Shante comes in for Green. And it's Josh Christopher in for Kyrie Irving. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they fell to the Wolves.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A 3 from MP. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Here's Sexton. Sweet little floater.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
3 seconds left. And the dunk by MP.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Gobert. Eric Paschal out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's MP. And it's Dennis in at the shooting guard. Sexton the pass to Tate. Shot clock at 5. Houston needs to get a shot off. Sexton for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got a pair of triples in the second now for Minnesota.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Sexton against MP. 3-pointer. Another miss by Houston. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Suns.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams? That does it for the first half of play. The Timberwolves on top, up by 12. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
That's the end in the first half. With a score, your Rockets 48, the Timberwolves 60.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. Pass to Cole. Back to MP. 3-pointer. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 10-point game. They've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Colin Sexton. Green is out there with Alperen Şengün. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. I think you'd agree unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And you can just sense his determination, trying to do everything he can to keep this game within reach.
MP, no good. It's trailed by 9. On the wing, Green. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Good read from Green there, getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Irving passes to Sexton. Back to Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Minnesota making a switch here. Gobert, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Eric Pascal comes in for Kyle Kuzma. McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And Moore subbed in for Cole. Irving passes to Christopher. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Wood kicks to Tate. 5 to shoot. Back to Wood. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you talk about believing in yourself. Man, how about Christian Wood?
Greg, self-talk and self-confidence is critically important at this level. And, you know, this guy, Christian Wood, was cut or waived from 4 NBA teams. Wasn't on an NBA roster for an entire season. Finally broke through with Detroit in year 5, and there's no turning back now for the big fella.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for the Rockets. A 3 from MP. And another 3 for Minnesota.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's Sexton. Good defense by MP. Minnesota leading by 12. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Is on Colin Sexton.
Oh, that's a really nice job from MP to invite the contact and then get to the line.
The Rockets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. And the pass to Tate. Back to Green. We've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd. And that one drops.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Hey, it's hard not to gush about Green. I mean, he's one of the more exciting talents to enter this league in quite some time.
Here's MP. Count it. MP's got 42 in the game.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Here's Sexton. Gobert pulls it in. MP left side. With the second effort. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. And so it's MP making things happen for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special
substitution
for Wood. And the Timberwolves also making a change. MP's checked in for Jordan McLaughlin. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Edwards. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's MP, and it's Cole in at the shooting guard position.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handle. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're ahead by 8. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, MP.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives it. He is really fed off that.
Asserting himself from range, MP doing his part to spread that defense out.
Irving, good.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And the first one does. And so Irving nails both of them. Timberwolves leading by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Minnesota.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Well, we're seeing validation as to why Green went 2nd overall in the draft. He's got a unique ability to score the ball.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the Exodus. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
The drive by MP, and the basket is good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Passes to Lyons, and the foul called on MP. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Yeah, inexcusable. I mean, he's got to know not to take any chances there. That's just a terrible foul.
8 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. That's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.